Welcome to Leave It Rosa. I'm your host, Pinky. And today we're going to be talking about Love is Blind UK reunion. And child, this bothered me so bad. When I first got on camera, I almost stopped my intro. Y'all, I forgot to even brush my hair. Give me 1 second. This is so unprofessional. But shout out to everybody in here. Hey, Caitlin. Okay, I know that's right. Caitlin keeps her notifications on. I think everybody should be like Caitlin, okay? Hey, this is Elodie. YouTube be putting in work tonight. I know that's right. Hey, TNS Slider. Okay, audio. I know that's right. Got my audio on. Well, see, I'm going through StreamYard right now, so the audio just automatically comes on. But for my next video, I'm gonna need for you to remind me if you're gonna be in there, Alexis, or whoever's in here. Remind me to turn my audio on because I'm gonna be on the my other software. Hey, Janelle. Hey, Terry. Hey, Arisha. Y'all, this is so unprofessional, but guess what? This is real, okay? I had such a long past couple of days, and I missed some days of going live, so I was like, I have to go live today and talk to y'all. And just to be real, especially right before the month ends, because I'm trying to hit my threshold. Well, not hit my threshold, but hit my check amount I want for this month. But I definitely need to talk about the Love is Blind UK reunion with y'all. Let me see. Hey, Naya. Yes, make sure y'all like the video. Okay, so while everyone is coming in, I do want y'all to check out my website, Live Rosa Style, where you can find cute accessories like the ones I'm wearing right now. Y'all see them. Y'all have really been showing out with purchasing from my website, and I really appreciate it. You can also find these designs right here, which have been some of the most popular on my site. Check these out, as well as these sunflower earrings. Put them in. Right. These sunflower earrings right here. I have white ones, but when I went home, my mama stole them from me. Well, she didn't steal them. I gave them to her, but she took them from me. I have to make some more so I can have them to, display. But check that out. Shout out to everyone who has ordered already. I really do appreciate you. But the link is down below. Hey, Priya. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to go ahead and get into this reunion. I did want to talk about the host first. Y'all, let me say this. When I first saw these hosts, I thought they were attractive. I thought they were a good looking couple. I didn't really expect much, but I was just happy to not see Nick and Jessica for once on a Netflix show, right? If people are getting into it, if people are having arguments, this is a PSA to all reunion hosts. I need for y'all to study Andy Cohen, okay? First of all, yes, we're going to let the arguments breathe a little bit. We're going to let people go back and forth. We're going to let people talk until the truth comes out, okay? We're going to ask follow-up questions. We're not going to just let people throw out a wild accusation and then the other people say, oh, they're lying and move on. No, we want to know, what are they lying about? I am so sick and tired of these hosts sitting up here. Y'all act like y'all want to be friends with these people for life. That is not what your job is, ma'am. You need to get in your Maury bag. You need to get in your Jerry Springer bag. You need to get in your, well, maybe not Jerry Springer, but you need to get your Ricky Lake bag. You need to get in your Jenny Jones bag. Okay, even Montel, do it in a little bit of a classy based way, but get down to the nitty gritty. We want to know what happened, because this reunion could have been so much better. It was a lot of mess going on that was bubbling up behind. You could tell it was tension in there. You could tell. You could tell by how some people just popped off. I wanted to know more. And I'm sitting up here, y'all sitting up here. Oh no, we're gonna move on to the next segment. Oh, I want to jump through that TV. I want to jump through that TV. Are y'all getting models for hoes? Is that what it is? Because most of these people are very attractive, by the way. I'm not trying to come for nobody's looks. Y'all look gorgeous as a couple, gorgeous to look at. But we need somebody who will come in and not have any favorites. Because it was some favoritism going on. I wanted people to be called out. I wanted people to be held to task, put their feet on the fire, bring them up to the carpet, make them answer for the things they said. This is the reunion. We should not even need anybody from the cast to do that, because I feel like some of the cast were doing that better than the host. I noticed they let the wives host more than the husband. You know, I feel like the husband be there for a prop sometimes, Sean. I ain't even gonna lie. Because they had a husband and wife hosting the Ultimatum South Africa. And the husband didn't even show up to the reunion. So I be feeling like that husband just be a prop. That husband just is up there to give them the authority, like, oh, I'm a married woman, so my opinion has a lot of validity. But I don't know nothing about y'all marriage. I don't know nothing about y'all marriage. Y'all could have the most toxic marriage. Y'all could be up there fighting like cats and dogs for all I know. I just heard about Judge Mathis and his wife getting a divorce after 40 years. And I'm sitting up here, you know, I can't even be surprised about that kind of stuff anymore. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me drink some water, y'all. I'm on one, y'all. I just woke up from a nap. I think I'm just super energized. All right. Now we're gonna move on to Ali and Demi. Now look, Ali is very passive aggressive to me. When that host made that joke about him looking like what's the man's name? Because I didn't even know who the man was. Craig David. And he was like, huh, if you say one more joke about that, I'm walking away. And everybody started laughing. I'm like, that came out very real to me. That came out very nice, nasty to me. I don't think Ali be joking. I think Ali, I'm not saying he has a temper problem, but I was like, oh, there was a little bit of attitude. And once again, you know, the host was trying to laugh everything off and pass everything off. So they wasn't really gonna, like, you know, point that out or confront anything. But I'm like, that attitude though. And then, okay, so they start talking about their situation and how, you know, she said no to alter. She thought it was a not right now, but it turned into, you know, they're just not right for each other. She knew that just wasn't her husband. She's holding something back. I don't know what it is. I don't know what he did that really turned her off. But I'm not, it's something about it that I'm not believing. And she kept talking about how she was so insecure and she had to get her confidence back, and she had to go back home and live with her parents to find herself. What was you going through with him? What was you going through? Because we didn't see nothing. And I feel like a part of me feel like they're hiding something. Something happened. Something went down. Or there was some overlap with him dating. What was her name? Child, I can't even remember her name. There was some overlap with him dating. Did I write her name down? Y'all put it in the chat. The other woman, Charlotte. There was some overlap with him dating Charlotte, another woman from the pods. And y'all remember when he first saw Charlotte, how he just, ooh, that's my time. Ooh, yeah, she looked good. How he really, now that's the one I felt like he was like, ooh, when he saw her. They were trying to act like it was Catherine, which, I'm not saying he wasn't attracted to Catherine, but I believe him when he said, he got up on stage and said that he has dated more women that look like Demi than he's dated that look like Catherine. And Catherine got offended by that. We're going to get into that in a second. But that's the one that I'm like, that interest was piqued. Charlotte was his type. So what I'm saying is, I think Demi feels some type of way about that, even though they supposedly got together after she broke it off with him. She feels a way about that, and she's not saying it, but there's a little bit of, I think somebody said animosity earlier. There's something there. She knows she don't have a right to be upset about it, so she's not going to outwardly show that she's upset about it, but she was upset about that. Because I saw a clip that was talking about how she wasn't friends with Jasmine anymore because Jasmine is friends with Charlotte, and Charlotte is now dating Ollie. And so now she feels like she can't be friends with Jasmine. But why can't you be friends with Jasmine? She was friends with her just like she was friends with you. Why can't you be friends? If everything's fine, you don't have a problem with it. You was acting like it was A-okay at the reunion. Ollie would have always wanted to give Charlotte a try. I'm so glad Demi chose herself. Me too. And I really hope she truly heals and is not doing a fake positivity thing. Because that's the way it's coming up. I like Demi. I'm rooting for Demi. I want Demi to be happy. But I don't know. That part of it was a little off for me. And then when they brought up Charlotte, Ollie was cat got your tongue. He couldn't get out with their relationship. Well, we yeah we yeah we well yeah So I could believe there was some overlap. I definitely could believe that. Ollie gives me very sneaky and shady. Very sneaky and shady. They never gave us anything. Well, he never gave us anything really tangible to say, aha, we got you. But it's something. It's something. The whole girl power thing feels performative. Even when they were trying on the dresses, that whole speech felt strategic. Yes. Thanks for pointing that out. It did feel a little strategic. It didn't feel authentic, like she was truly saying that because she felt it in the moment. So anyway, let's move on to whenever Catherine was trying, she tried to call Ollie out because she got mad that Ollie said that he's not normally attracted to women that look like her. How you gonna get mad about that? So she gonna snap back. Well, I didn't like the way you said how you acted with me when I said I like to go to certain type of clubs, and I forgot what happened, but it was so inconsequential to the situation. At that point, I believe Ollie was already going to choose Demi anyway, and you knew that, so you went ahead and broke it off with him first so that you could look like the bigger person or look like you didn't get dumped. I remember that being the way it went down, but either way, you really don't have no room to talk because you sitting up here talking behind Demi's back saying, I don't think Ollie would want her in the real world. What is that supposed to mean? And then at the end of her saying that, well, I better watch my mouth. And so Demi confronted her about that. she had all the smoke for Catherine. She called her out. She was like, yeah, I didn't like when you said that. And she was trying, oh no, well, I was trying to protect you because, she tried to blame Ollie. I didn't think he was being serious about you. So you shade your friend about that. And that's what Jasmine jumped in. She was like, so you basically insult her looks in order to try to protect her or try to girl bye. And then she tried to start working up a cry at the end, but the host switched subjects. And that's one time where I was like, you did that one little thing, host. Girl, bye. I don't know. Catherine didn't get enough smoke for me at this reunion. She didn't get enough, but we'll get to her. Let's see who's next. Sabrina and Steven. This was the couple that was supposed to be the boring couple. That they got along so well. I think we all felt like they would at least make it to the reunion. So for them to be not even sitting next to each other, clearly something big had happened or transpired, right? So, we get to their segment, and pretty much what I was saying the whole time I was reviewing the show, the distance played a big part. But I feel like Steven used that as an excuse to draw a wedge between them. According to Sabrina, this man completely switched up. As soon as the cameras went off, he completely switched up. And let me tell y'all some tea I didn't hear on the reunion that I heard on some clips scrolling through Instagram. The girlfriend that was sick, that supposedly broke up with him on his deathbed, she was at their wedding. He invited that woman to their wedding. Yes. Yes, Steven played in everybody's face. Yes. That's what she said. And she was just, she was being polite about it, and I'm like, now Love is Blind. Come on now. Come on. That was some big tea. They needed some juiciness for their storyline. The fact that y'all didn't even show the woman at the wedding, y'all didn't even show the woman and say Steven's ex-fiance, put Steven's ex-fiance as her title in the audience. I was so mad that because I'm telling you right now, that would have been a problem for me. I would have had something to say about that. So anyway, supposedly, she came to visit him like 7 times, and he only came to visit her like twice. And she said whenever he came to visit her, she would get him a rental car. She would what would she do? She would buy him groceries. She would just do things to accommodate him and make him feel more comfortable. But whenever she would go visit him, he wouldn't do anything for her. He wouldn't try to accommodate her in any way. And then she's pretty much just calling out that he just didn't do any of what he said he was going to do. And he's sitting up here denying it. Oh, she lying. But you're not saying what she's lying about. What's she lying about, Steve? And see, that was my problem with the host. What is she lying about, Steven? Oh, I just don't even know who you are anymore. That's because you haven't seen me in 8 months. She dropped the mic on that one. I was like, Sabrina, I did not know you had it in you. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I really do feel like the whoever production is, they dropped the ball. It was a lot going on behind the scenes with them. You can't tell me it wasn't. He didn't even exactly. He said that he didn't like to talk or text. Your wife and y'all are in a long distance marriage, and this man was acting like he was all lovey-dovey all over her whenever we saw them together. You know, he's always trying to act like he's Prince Charming. He's trying to be quirky, coming out in a Speedo and whatnot. She was right when she said he had bald-headed energy, because it's a little spot in the top right here. And that was just me being petty. I just wanted to point that out. Sabrina had been saving up all that tea. Let me say this. I think Steven needed the money because he kept bringing up money as a deficit, as in him being in need of it, if you ask me. I think he presented himself as something that he wasn't, and he wasn't able to live up to it. And so therefore he pushed her away, stonewalled her, didn't talk to her, ghosted her, cut her off, whatever you want to say. But she obviously, on her P's and Q's, she got everything together, and he was going to be exposed, and he didn't want to be exposed in that way. Yes, Steven sound broke. That's what I'm telling you. He kept on bringing up money. And I was just like, I thought he had money. She did look sincerely hurt. That man bamboozled her. Because I feel like she didn't even go in the way that she could have. Because like I said, she said in one of these interviews that he brought the ex-girlfriend to the wedding. Who knows what else we don't know? It's not like the host did their job and asked any questions. I do feel bad for her. But it's good that she got away from him, that she didn't have to spend too much time. I wish she didn't get married to him. Hopefully he don't try to get her money. Child, side note, for those who watch Married at First Sight, do y'all know that Orion, you remember the only black lady on the cast of last season, Lauren and Orion, he refuses to sign the divorce papers. I think I'm gonna do a separate live talking about that. I got a lot to say about that, but that man still will not sign the divorce papers. That's why I could never do a show like this. Because they married for real. And she's sitting up here, couldn't even be married for an entire week, and he still won't sign them papers. Steven said he lost a lot of money while filming. I don't know what to believe from him. Yeah, Orion is nuts. He sure is. Anyway, let's move on to I beg your finest pardon. You're stupid. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that at another time. I shouldn't even brought that up, but yeah. All right, let's talk about oh no, that's not who I want to talk about next. Let's talk about them first. Let's talk about Maria and Tom. Y'all, it's something about them that's exhausting to me. I don't know. Both of them get on my last nerve. I would love to just sit up here and just cheer Maria on, but she has something that is I didn't like the way she was playing games about wanting him to pay for everything. If you want a man to pay for everything, that's something you should have brought up in the pods. And so you get with somebody because you didn't make what you wanted clear. You didn't make that known. Y'all didn't have that conversation. You inadvertently get with someone who doesn't want to do that. And you want to be passive aggressive and offer to pay for dinner. And then when he allows you to pay for it, you get mad and say, "Oh, that's not what we do in my culture," and you hold that over his head. That's very childish. That's very petty. It's very annoying that she did that, because that's not helping you get your point across at all. And so it kind of puts it in a place where I kind of see where Tom was coming from in certain instances. You know what I'm saying? Also, I fully wholeheartedly believe that she wanted him to fund her lifestyle. She wanted to be a stay-at-home mom or whatever. And I'm sure because that's how her culture goes. I believe that. I believe all of that. But at the reunion, she's saying, well, and I wasn't trying to say that I wanted him to supply the luxurious lifestyle I want to live. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, because you already said you thought the man should pay for everything. Now, where Tom got me messed up is, why didn't you confront the situation? Why didn't you just say straight up how you felt? And this is not what I want in a relationship. This, I want to do 50, whatever it is you want to do. Why didn't you just say that? Say, this is the way I want my marriage to look. I'm not for that. I feel like he never actually stood up and said that, like, with his whole chest. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, he didn't appreciate her playing that game. Like, I didn't know that's why you were doing it. But he never actually stood up and said, this is not what I want. And obviously, he has this very like classist viewpoint. He judges people for, the jobs they have or whatever. They're just not a match. It is what it is. They're just not a match. I feel like they were physically attracted to each other. When she saw him, she saw someone that could fund her lifestyle. I'm not saying she a gold digger. I'm truly not saying that. I'm truly not. But I do think she wants to be that stay-at-home mom and, live a certain way. I do. Both of them wasn't standing on business. Thank you. Thank you. Maria was mad about ice cream. So, yeah, she wanted Tom to provide. She did. And I don't even see nothing wrong with it. You just should have made that clear in the pause. Obviously, Tom is not that man to do it. I don't feel like either are wrong for what they want in a marriage. Now, where I do think, some of the things he said was a little insulting. Like, I want independent. I want to raise my child to be independent, or my daughter to be independent, and all that. I could understand where she could take a little offense to that or whatever, but she just mad. She just mad, and she was mad that whole segment, child. And he did embarrass her in front of everybody. He could have handled that in a different way, especially after the mama came in and he made the promise to the mama, and then you came in and went right behind it and did that. Yeah, Tom is. I'm not trying to defend Tom, so y'all don't get me wrong at all. Okay, Tom, I don't like Tom either. And then they brought up, what's her name? Tosh. Now, when I originally watched the scene between him and Tosh, I did not hear her say, I was falling in love with you and all that. So when he went back and told Maria that, I was like, is he over exaggerating? Turns out he wasn't, because they replayed it. She did say something like that. That was kind of overboard and inappropriate. I do think Tom is more attracted to Tosh. Maybe that's more of his cup of tea. Maybe he thinks he'll get more of a 40, not a 40-40, a 50-50, a 50-50 relationship from her. Tosh don't want no parts of Tom now. Yeah, I heard they mutually agreed to say no, but production made Tom redo it when he used the word we. You know, that does change up things a little bit, if that's true. But still, they just weren't right for each other, and all of this could have been resolved if they would have had the right conversations in the pod. Let me just say this: I think if you have any like major deal breakers, I think if there's something in a relationship that you will not tolerate, that will make you leave, that will, cause you to have animosity over time, whether that's religious differences, whether that's political differences, whether that's, how you deal with finances, that should be discussed up front within the first 1 or 2 dates. I want to say one. Y'all should discuss all of that. My grandma always said, you should always be honest and upfront about who you are when you first meet somebody. Don't try to hide what you think is the bad parts. Just show it all, because it's going to come out at some point anyway. And you want to find somebody that wants you for all of you, because y'all gonna break up regardless. Y'all gonna break up anyway. Those things that y'all different on, y'all are gonna break up over that anyway. Agree, second date at the latest. Religions, kids, roles, finances, pets, including pets. But pets, that's real. That's real. Politics and location. I agree. Mind you, y'all, let me go ahead. I can't change it right now, but the next live I'm about to do is going to be a little bit late. It's probably going to be about 30 minutes late. So if there's anybody coming in late looking for the next live, I'm going to have to start that one late because I started this one late. All right, let me hurry up while I'm talking. I'm just running my mouth tonight, y'all. All right, let's get through them. There's not much to say. Like, they look happy. He moved in with her to London, and now they have their dream home. I do feel like, once again, the host dropped the ball with asking questions about her, being all into his social media and, tracking what he's doing online and stuff like that. She did take responsibility. Like, that's something I need to work on. But I wanted to know specifically, are you doing that now in the relationship, or is that something that you're actively fighting off from doing? Because Bobby don't deserve that. Bobby didn't do that to you. Okay. I saw some people talk about how Bobby wanted to be on TV or whatever, but Bobby was honest and upfront with her about him rapping and being a rapper. He rapped his proposal to her. So, she seemed like she's supportive of his rap dreams, child. She looked like she's gonna be in the audience like Carisha, holding up a sign like, go Poppy. She seemed like she's okay with it. If she's good with it, I'm good with it. They also brushed past the mother conversation. I didn't like how they just brushed past what the mother said, even though what she said was extremely disrespectful to people that don't have educations, trying to act like they can't have a conversation with somebody. And like, well, I'm not, y'all, I almost said something. I caught myself. I feel like that's something that should have really been addressed, but they brushed right past it. They probably don't have the range to talk about stuff like that anyway. But I just would have liked to hear how Bobby truly felt about that, because it was very rude. The mama was being very rude in general. And I also want to know, does the mother play a role in the relationship? Because you don't just go from overbearing to staying out of it. Is Jasmine setting the right boundaries? Is she keeping her mother out of their relationship? Is she actually not telling the mom every time they have an argument? Like she said she wasn't going to do it. Is she actually doing it? She said that she likes him now. The mom says she likes him now. He must make some money, child, because that's the only reason why I could see her just being all for it at this point. But they seem happy. Oh, at the end, they said they wanted to have some kids. If that was Nick and Jessica, they would have threw a whole parade. I want them to wait a little while longer. Now, this is not me. I'm not in y'all marriage. You know, y'all do what y'all want to do, but I would wait a little while. You know, they've only been married a year at this point, I believe. Take a little bit more time to get to know each other. There's no rush. There's no rush because both of them in their early 30s, right? Y'all could take another year. She got a body of a dancer. Oh my God. Okay, let's move on. All right. Nicole and Ben. Ben still trying to throw shade. Let me tell you this, Ben, right now. Your shade is coming off as insecurity. So when they first came on, he was complimenting his wife. Oh yeah, look at my beautiful wife, and her beautiful eyes. And she was like, yeah, my boring brown eyes. And they were trying to shade Sam. Let it. I'm gonna need for Ben to let it go. You won. You won, Sam. I mean, not Sam. Ooh, he really gonna get upset about that one. You won, Ben. You won. Like, let it go. There's no reason to hold. Like, yes, Sam said some ugly things. He was a jerk, but I wouldn't even let him see me sweat. I wouldn't even let Sam think he was getting up under my nerves at all. Like, I don't know. I just thought that was a little cringe. But a lot of people are saying they're happy to see them together. They do. They seem so happy together. They seem like a great match. They match each other's energy. They've been traveling together, which I thought was great. Because obviously that's what he likes to do. So she is doing that with him. I would like to know, does Nicole still have those worries about him not wanting to settle? Because at some point, I'm sure maybe she's gonna want to have children, and I wonder, will he be okay with settling? That's something I wish the host would have asked. Like, at some point, are you willing to just settle down into one place where, you know, when y'all start having kids, y'all won't be able to travel as much? So how are you reconciling that? Are you okay with that? Is this something that you are okay with doing? Because I feel like that could end up being a problem in the long run. But as far as them getting along right now, they do seem like they are. Let me see. Before I bring up Sam, is there anything else? No, they showed the clip of them when they first had their first date and how they were just going crazy over each other even after their first meeting each other. So it was just meant to be. I think that she just was shook whenever she kind of like professed her love for him and he didn't say it back in the moment. He wasn't locked down to her or wouldn't lock her down in that moment. And so I feel like that's what made her shook and want to move on to old boy. um their first year montage and first meeting video. Yeah, they do. I feel like they have the best chance. Well, Bobby and Jasmine, but I feel like both of those couples, they have a really good chance of making it, and happy for them. Let's move on to, well, still on them, but let's talk about when Sam came out. Mind you, when Sam came out, talk about Maury. I thought he was gonna come out, whatever. I thought he was the way that people were booing him when he came out. Look at Freddy. I feel like this is a good picture showing how Freddy was. Freddy did not greet him. Freddy didn't say, "Hey, how you doing?" Freddy was happy and smiling, and then as soon as Sam came out, this was Freddy's face. He looked like the life got sucked out of him. And then they were so messy for sitting him right in between them. Y'all couldn't have given him his own chair out there. Yeah, why y'all had to sit him in the middle of these two? This was so messy. So anyway, and what is this haircut? Like, I'm like, did it not fall right? Did he not brush it right? Let's see. So Sam comes out and basically they asked Jasmine, like, why didn't you want to talk to Sam anymore? She basically had an intuition. She just knew he wasn't the right one. She didn't have a bad one with Bobby, and that's why she went ahead with him. They asked him about the comment that he made about Nicole. Basically, he was trying to infer that he thought Nicole might be too big and he wouldn't be able to pick her up, sounding very much like Shake from the US version. Remember Shake and Deep Tea? It was sounding very much like that. And I feel like that's one of the main things that rubbed Benaya the wrong way and why he felt some type of way towards Sam and, ran back to Nicole and was telling her, she didn't need to talk to him because he was only here for clout. Nicole appreciates what Benaya did for her. And, they asked him about him saying, I think I love you. And he was saying, I worded it wrong. I should have said, I think I'm falling in love with you or something. Regardless, you were being manipulative. You didn't think you was falling in love. You was being manipulative and you was trying to make this woman, you was trying to trick this woman into wanting to stay with you. You were so nervous because you knew that meeting was so awkward. You knew she wasn't attracted to you. You knew she was standoffish towards you. And even before y'all left, you kept saying, don't leave me. Don't leave me. You were shook. You wanted to be in a couple so bad. You wanted to go to Greece so bad. You wanted to be one of the main couples so bad. Everybody can see straight through it. Ain't nobody believing you. You set up here and got a nose job to come on Love is Blind. Ain't nobody checking for you, except for maybe Catherine. Maybe you could turn to your turn to the side and get Catherine. But ain't nobody checking for you like that. Then he said, so basically, the conversation about him turning Nicole down when she wanted to sleep with him. So that whole thing came up, and I don't know, it's almost as if he was trying to apologize to Ben. Like he was directing it, whatever he was saying, to Ben. And Demi cut him off like, you need to be apologizing to Nicole. You insulted Nicole. You talk bad about Nicole. And, everybody was so happy when Demi went off. Everybody stood up and clapped. It was, but now it was over there cheesing like the Kool-Aid man. He was loving seeing him get ate up by Demi. Demi shut him all the way down and made him apologize. And I personally feel like a lot of the smoke she was giving a lot of the other people at this reunion, I feel like she low-key needed to be giving some of that to Ollie for some reason. But yeah, he apologized and he heard him and scurried off stage because he wanted attention, but this is not the attention he wanted. He kind of tried to fall into the villain role, but he really can't take it. He's too insecure. Yes, girl, he got a nose job. Remember, he said he got a nose job. He said he got a nose job. He said it out of his own mouth in the beginning. He was like, yeah, I got a nose job so I could look good. And he was making it seem like he got it for the show. Demi gives AD energy. T. Okay, she sure does. I didn't even think about it like that. So that's it for them. Let's finally get done with these two. Freddy and Catherine. Obviously, they're not together. I heard she's dating someone else from the pods, not somebody that was featured on the show, but just in general. She denied treating him differently after hearing that he had cheated in the past. You switched up. You switched up. That's why would you completely switched up after that conversation and you started treating him like a dog. The man was trying to pet you, not pet you. You act like the man was trying to pet you when he was trying to, like, just touch on you or whatever. Don't pet me like a dog. Like, you had a nasty attitude. You were snapping on him every chance you got. You had that man walking on eggshells for absolutely no reason. And then you gonna get to the reunion and try to gaslight everybody. Oh, I wasn't treating him different. Lie again. Lie again. I cannot stand the way she will not take accountability for anything. I guess you just the perfect angel. Yeah, she said, don't hug me. Like, she was just very rude to him for no reason. And that man was so sweet to her. So people asked, the host asked him, why would you give her the earrings when you knew you didn't want to get married to her? And he said he felt like it would be frowned upon to not give the earrings. I guess maybe that's a cultural thing. I don't know. But he said he thought it would be frowned upon for him not to get her a gift. But, it was seen as leading her on. So I could see both sides of that. She did end up giving the earrings back. I'm shocked. To me, she's the type to keep the ring and the earrings. I'm surprised she gave them back. But yeah, they talked to the sister. The sister feels 100% justified in warning his brother not to do this. I don't blame the sister. Actually, shout out to the sister. She was looking out for her brother, and he dodged a big bullet. Okay. I know he seems to be very compassionate. I just don't think he should be so empathetic towards Kat's me behind. I agree. I totally agree. Oh, shout out to HFG. Thank you so much for the 999 super sticker. Thank you so much. But yeah, they were. I guess they're friendly now. They're friends. I know he's just happy that he dodged that bullet without having to get a divorce. Because, Catherine probably would have tried to get some money up out of him. That's why he wanted to sign that prenup. He wanted to sign a prenup and give everything to the sister. And y'all, I really do think he was trying to do that so he could take care of his brother who has Down syndrome. I think this is a stand-up man. I like him and trust and believe he ain't gonna have no problem finding nobody. I know them DMs full. If anybody came out on top at this reunion, it's him. He didn't have much to say. He was a man of few words, but I'm telling you, them DMs full. If my comments are even are any indication, Kat wanted Ollie, but Ollie didn't want her. DMs bursting. Freddie knew she was going to spend all his money. Kat would have pulled it on right. And kept holding on to Freddie for that. You know it. Kat would have taken all his money. Yep. Cute and nice. Of course his DMs are full. He a stand-up man. I even like the way that he, when it was all said and done, he went and talked to her parents. I haven't seen nobody do that on this show yet. Well, I might have. I could be lying. But in the way that he did it, I respect it. I'm like, this is a stand-up man. Because a lot of these men, they just like the guys that come out on Mars. Whatever. They just like the guys that come out on Mars saying they not the father. But he went over there and he sat down and apologized to them, had that conversation with them, and they respected him after they got done with that. I loved it. I like him. Bring him on season 2. No, I'm just playing. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here because I'm gonna be doing another live right after this. I'm doing the Pop Your Balloon of Find Love. I heard that this one is a really, really good one. So y'all are going to want to check that one out too. I'm going to come in like, let's say about 10 minutes. I'm going to come back up. All right, you guys. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all check out my website that is in the description box. These are handmade earrings by your girl. Also, I have these earrings right here. And also these sunflower earrings. I will be adding, I'm going to show y'all a little preview of some ones I've been working on real quick. This is one of the ones I've been working on, the feather ones. So this will be added to the website soon. But y'all go ahead and y'all check out La Vida Rosa Style. And I will see you in my next one. Yes, exactly. Go get your snacks, y'all, because it's going to be a long one. All right. Bye.